No, I don't like to do that. It's me on the beat.
Welcome to Dirty Tea Podcast. This is your girl B Savage in the building, and for the very first time, I am interviewing a musician and a producer. So today we have A Marquise.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in, and your producer Late Night.
Hey, it was goody.
So, this is new for me. So normally we talk about, sex and relationships type of stuff. So I wanted to branch out of my comfort zone a little bit because I feel like everybody should do that. And I'm definitely down for supporting local artists. So, A Marquise, so you're a R&B artist, correct?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. What made you get into that?
So I was just raised in the '90s, and I'm a huge Boys to Men fanatic. So I watched their cassette tape, and that really got me into it.
And Late Night, what got you into producing?
I was DJing at probably like local like house parties like UConn and University of New Haven, and I was just very curious of like how like certain songs were like made kind of made. I was looking up to like a lot of electronic stuff, so
That's dope.
I decided to go ahead and start producing, and like I had a friend teach me. Decided, all right, let me go ahead and get this and that, and it's just 2 years of like trying to perfect my craft.
Oh wow, was that hard to learn?
A little bit, but I also had took drums from like 4th grade to like my freshman year of high school.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Now, A Marquise, I recently had a partner and he did a song for me, but we are no longer working together, so now we're stuck with the instrumental. I'm just wondering if I could put you on the spot and see if you were making my intro song, what would it sound like?
Okay, I'm with it.
All right, you down for it?
I'm down.
Awesome.
I'm down.
So we're gonna have A put the song down for you, and
Okay.
then you just go with whatever feels right.
Okay.
No, I don't like to do
Dirty tea. Are you ready for the dirty tea? Are you ready for the dirty tea? Are you ready for the dirty tea? I'm not sure if you're ready for it yet, but I'm ready to give you that dirty tea.
Oh shit, that's dope.
That boy can sing.
Awesome. All right, we gotta think about that. So, this question is for A Marquise. What sets you apart from other R&B artists?
I feel like I'm a perfect mix of today's music, but I bring you some nostalgia back into like that 90s, early 2000s feel.
Oh shit, yeah, I feel that.
Cause I love 90s and 2000s music, but I have a later sound to it.
Yeah.
Just because I work with kids in music, so I kind of
Really?
they've kind
Doing
of got
what?
me. So I teach kids music production, singing, and songwriting, and they kind of force their sound upon me.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Like, what age kids do you work with?
I work with 6th grade to 12th grade.
Oh, that's awesome. And how do they receive it? As far as like, do they love doing it?
Oh, they love doing it. They rather work with me than work with most of their music teachers because
Yeah.
the music teachers are structured, so they have to teach a certain thing. You have to do a
Right.
certain song. I'm a lot more freer.
Yeah.
I kind of give them options of what they want to do, and I kind of just
Right.
adjust myself according to what they want.
Got you. So they can kind of like find their own craft and
Yeah.
find their own person. Oh, that's cool. Late night. What sets you apart from other producers?
Well, I personally love electronic music, but I also love pop and hip hop and even R&B. And I love blending a lot of sounds and genres together. So
Oh, that's cool.
I can definitely be I definitely love versatility. So I try to be as versatile as possible. So working with him, he's definitely like an R&B artist. I throw in a little bit of what I can bring to the table, and I can give him like a perfect song if I can.
Okay. So, I mean, this is probably a dumbass question, but I don't know shit about music, so I'm going to ask anyway. What is the difference between like electronica and like pop music?
It's really to me, it's kind of just the direction. Mm-hmm. Like for me, I love using like synthesizers instead of like sampling music. Like pop music, there's just a way of like I want to have this in like maybe a positivity, while electronic music is just a certain structure and a certain way about it. I guess
Okay.
it's hard to explain it for.
Is
for
it
me.
mostly like guitars, like electronic guitars type of thing, or
No, synthesizers. It's synthesizers is actually like a whole. I guess you could say like electronic like. It's
sound to it?
yeah.
not
No, because
really-
it's its own different type of instrument
Okay, got you.
where
All right.
like it has like of course it has like its own oscillators and filters and like certain things I don't think you would technically
Yeah, I
understand,
probably won't.
but
But I appreciate you trying to break it down. For
yeah.
me. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Also, at the same time, there's also drum machines and also even certain samples that in certain effects that I use also within the music that I use that I make.
Okay.
Now within pop music, I guess it's just a certain reach, certain structure, certain artists that has to be on there where they also sing. Sometimes maybe even rap on there too. With
Okay.
electronic music, it can go about it being just an instrumental itself, or
Right.
even just having somebody on it.
Right.
And there's different structures.
So if you were gonna like give an example of what that person should expect to hear, is that more like funk type music, more jazzy, or more like rock? I know it's in its own category, but like
it really is. It's like a whole left field over there because within
yeah.
electronic music, there's like electronic dance music, and there's so much subgenres there, like dubstep,
Right.
house, even
I grew up on house. I can relate to that.
even house has like its own subgenres.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
that's yeah.
even there's even like electronic trap music or like trap step.
Oh,
or
I never heard that.
Even drum and bass. There's side
I'm gonna have
trance.
to
and-
YouTube that.
Yeah, it's so like
There's so many
it's so
categories.
intricate. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to just be myself within it, and like try to be even different,
Yeah.
like, from what it is too,
Absolutely.
and also blend a lot of other genres together.
Oh, that's cool.
I learned from like here and there, and just go about it the way I kind of just want to.
Yeah, interpret it the
Yeah.
way you. Yeah, I get that.
Also, I like bringing people out of their element too, so I try to.
I love doing that. Now I work with eyewear. I have nothing to do with music at all, but I love branching people out of their comfort zones, because at the end of the day, when you're wearing eyeglasses, it's a statement. It's the first thing that people notice about you. So it can either add character to your personality, or it can take away from your personality. So I feel like branching out of your comfort zone is super important. And sometimes, especially with the older folks, you gotta do baby steps. But, I like branching people out of their comfort zones. That's what's fun about it.
When I try to like take them out of their element, it's not necessarily taking them out of their comfort zone. It's kind of like it's not like, oh,
Yes,
this guy's R&B. I'm gonna put him on a screamo rock song.
Right, yeah,
It's
of course.
more of
Yeah.
like, all right, I wanna make you get a different approach to how you're singing your song, how you're singing this song.
Right. What
Also-
you're normally used to.
Also, I know like what you are. I can extend your range and have you like think, what can I do for the next song now?
Oh.
Try to
okay.
evolutionize your music.
So, A Marquise, do you feel like you've pushed yourself vocally
I
at
do.
all?
Because at first I was strictly an R&B artist.
Yeah.
I made R&B music and R&B music only.
Yeah.
I felt like when I met Paul, he kind of definitely took me out of my comfortability,
Okay.
but it made me expand my horizons and explore more options and kind of dig into more genres.
All right. Now, A Marquise, if you could work with anyone, famous or non-famous, who would it be? Who do you want to collaborate with the most?
So I want to work with Neo.
Okay.
Neo's like one of my favorite songwriters ever. One of my favorite songs out to date is So Sick. I love that song. So yeah, I just feel like he's definitely had a lot more of an impact than people understand. Like he's
no,
songwritten for a
100%.
lot of people songs that people don't realize, like Irreplaceable for Beyonce. So he's just someone who I've always wanted to meet and just kind of pick his brain.
No, absolutely. What about you?
Does it have to be one person?
No, it doesn't, but let's keep it around 3.
All right, I got you. Well, I gotta say, Diplo is definitely somebody that
Yep,
I'm
good choice.
definitely like interested in working with, because
Absolutely.
he's actually definitely worked with a lot of different artists, especially like Rihanna and Beyonce, Chris Brown, Lil Yachty. I want to say Wale.
I love Wale.
He's worked with a lot of these
Yeah.
artists. Plus, he's also worked with a lot of Jamaican artists too, since he's also a part of Major Lasers.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I would
I
also
feel like reggae doesn't get, the promotion it should. You know what I mean?
to be honest with you, reggae and dancehall and Jamaica in general is probably the biggest influence in music around the world in general.
Really? Because I feel like I remember going to the club and hearing those, Shaggy and everything else years ago. But I feel like they don't play it. I mean, maybe it's just because we're in Connecticut, but I feel like they don't play it as much as they should. It
Rock.
gets replaced a lot with reggaeton.
Rock and rock steady and all that definitely had an influence just from Jamaica's like reggae and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Dancehall has so much of a big influence within hip hop. Also, at the same time, a Jamaican descendant started hip hop,
Oh, okay.
and also, I mean, without some of the drum patterns and everything that, you probably wouldn't even get reggaeton. I'm probably gonna get killed for that too. I ain't gonna lie on that one.
There's a lot of Boricuas over here.
There's so,
Don't get twisted.
there's also so much sampling that actually goes within dubstep and probably even the rest of like electronic music that comes from like Jamaican
Yeah.
artists.
Okay. All right. No, I definitely I can see that. How did you learn your craft, A Marquise? Is this natural born talent, or did you like grow up in the church?
So it's a mix of everything. So my mom was a singer.
Okay.
She raised me in church. But she did pass away when I was 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
So-
Rest in peace.
She also she was a background singer for Brandy.
Wow, that's amazing.
So
I love Brandy.
after she passed away, my aunt kind of dug me into like singing lessons for a while. Then after that, I kind of just was like, I'm just gonna start learning things myself.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mixture of everything.
Awesome. And you said you learned from your production from friends.
Yeah. Besides me actually learning drums, like I actually was like probably that little kid that was like carrying a big bass drum like during like pep band, like walking down the street.
Yeah.
When I started DJing with a friend, like I think right around the time when we were starting clubbing and everything like that.
Okay.
Also, so we started DJing at like local house parties out in at like